We are back on the franchise after a bit of a shootout last week in Green Bay. We return home in Week 5 to face the new-look Carolina Panthers, and we're putting our undefeated record on the line here today against our first division opponent, so we've definitely got to show up and take care of business. Now, on a bit of a surprising note, the Carolina Panthers are also 4-0 on the season as we take a look at what Todd Gurley did last week. I think it'll be interesting to see what type of new wrinkles that Teddy Bridgewater can bring to this Panthers offense. But it looks like the wait's going to be extended as the Falcons have won the toss and elected to receive. The Panthers look just about set with the ball teed up and ready to go, with Ito Smith back deep to receive it for the Falcons. And this Week 5 NFC South matchup is officially underway. As Ito Smith fields it and takes a knee in the end zone, we'll get our first look at Matt Ryan in this Atlanta offense. And the Falcons today are wearing their alternate gradient style uniforms. I'm not really a huge fan of these for the record, but they're being worn by popular demand as Todd Gurley gets the handoff from Ryan for a gain of 3. Second and long now, Julio Jones goes into motion, Ryan directing traffic at the line of scrimmage, takes a snap out of the gun, drops back, looks downfield and delivers a beautiful pass that's caught by Julio Jones near the sideline. Next play on 1st and 10, Gurley gets the handoff up the middle. What a huge running lane opened up by the offensive line to allow Gurley to rush for 12 on that play. 1st and 10 now, Ryan snaps it at the 43, drops back in the gun and hits a wide open Calvin Ridley in the middle of the field, and that'll move the Falcons into Panthers territory. On the next play, Gurley gets the handoff looking for running room up the middle, and after a slight hesitation there, he picks up 5. Second down now. Ryan takes a snap out of an empty set. The pocket's collapsing around him. He gets hit as he throws, which forces an incompletion, and now the Falcons will have 3rd and 5. Ryan snaps it out of the gun, drops back, and hits Hayden Hurst across the middle for a first down. That'll move the Falcons up to the 16. Ryan then comes out in an I formation, hands it off to Gurley off the left side, and he'll pick up 5 or 6 to bring up 2nd down. The Falcons are back in the eye. Ryan snaps it, hands to Gurley, this time up the middle. He gets tackled, but there is a penalty on the play for a face mask. And also Gurley gets banged up on the play. He appears to be holding his lower back, so he's forced to the sidelines to see the trainers. But the Falcons now have a 1st and goal. Ryan snaps it from center, fires quick into the end zone, and is caught for the touchdown by Calvin Ridley. So now we get our first look at Bridgewater and the Panthers offense. That feels really weird saying, by the way. McCaffrey gets the carry and wiggles his way through a first down and a couple more in addition to that. That brings up 1st and 10 from the 24. McCaffrey with another carry runs right into Deion Jones for a pickup of 4, which brings up 2nd and 6. Bridgewater now in a 4-wide set, takes the snap in the gun and fires quick. The pass is caught by Moore, and he'll be tackled by Oliver, but not before picking up the first. The next play, McCaffrey gets the handoff from Bridgewater, slips out of a tackle from Ricardo Allen, and takes it downfield to the 46-yard line. That sets up a 1st and 10 for Carolina at just about midfield as Bridgewater snaps it from the gun. He's under pressure, and down goes Teddy Bridgewater. Grady Jarrett was relentless on the pursuit of Bridgewater there, but there were receivers running open downfield. I'm not sure why Teddy B held onto the ball that long. But that racks up another sack on the year for Jarrett, and we'll take it because the Panthers are now backed up and they're facing a 2nd and 22. The Panthers then come out with Bridgewater in the pistol, who takes the snap, hands it to Davis, and he runs right into the Ricardo Allen tackle for a gain of 1 yard. Next play, Bridgewater snaps it from the gun. He's under pressure again, and this time Deion Jones rings him up. The Falcons offense goes back to work after the 3 and out. Gurley takes the handoff up the middle and runs right into 2 Panthers defenders, and that'll set up 2nd down from the 37. Ryan from an empty set lasers a pass that's caught by Hurst down the seam, and that'll be enough to move the chains. I know it's early in the season, but Hayden Hurst is definitely developing into an Austin Hooper type weapon for Ryan. We'll see if that continues as Todd Gurley gets the handoff off the right side and ends up losing a yard on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Carolina sends pressure on 2nd down. Ryan sees it and finds Hayden Hurst wide open in the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down after about a 25-yard completion. That'll set up the Falcons just outside the red zone as Ryan comes out under center, takes the snap, hands it to Gurley looking for daylight, but instead manages to pick up about 3 on the play, bringing up 2nd down. Ryan then snaps it from center again, looking for a receiver, finds Ridley across the middle, and that'll give the Falcons 1st and 10 at the 11. Gurley then gets the carry up the middle, and he gets tackled after about a 4 or 5 yard pickup. Next play on 2nd and 5, Ryan snaps it from center, looking for a receiver to get open, but gets hit and fumbles the football. Carolina is there to recover it, and Gross Matos is off to the races. He's got to be the fastest defensive lineman that I've ever seen, but eventually he runs out of gas, and Ito Smith is able to track him down. But what a huge missed opportunity for Atlanta. Instead of being up 10 to 14 points potentially, it could now be a tie ball game. But on 1st and goal now, Bridgewater out of an empty set goes with the jet sweep to Samuel, and he gets pushed out of bounds by KZ at the 6 for no gain on the play. 2nd and goal now, McCaffrey takes the handoff from Bridgewater and picks up about maybe 2 on the play, and that's going to wrap up the first quarter. Getting back to the action here, the Panthers now have a 3rd and goal. Bridgewater out of the gun. The Falcons sell out to stop the run, and the Panthers throw it for a touchdown. So just like that, Carolina is able to capitalize off of the Matt Ryan fumble, and we are now tied at 7. The Atlanta offense now takes the field at the 25. Ryan hands it to Gurley off the left side, and he'll be tackled after a gain of 3 by Jeremy Chin. Next play, 2nd and 7. Ryan goes with the play action fake, looking to attack downfield, finds Julio Jones on a deep comeback, and that'll move the chains up to the 45. The Panthers defense looks to be protecting against the pass, so Gurley gets the handoff, and he gets tackled after a gain of 6. Next play, 2nd and 4. Carolina sends pressure, and Ryan is unfazed and stays dialed in to hit Ridley. Next play, 1st and 10 from the 38. Gurley gets another carry on the drive, but gets tackled by a couple of Panthers defenders, and that picks up a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, Gurley's number gets called again, and this time he'll pick up about 3, maybe 4 on the play to bring up 3rd down. The Falcons offense comes out in the eye. Ryan snaps it, goes with the play action fake, looking for a deep shot downfield, and connects with Hayden Hurst at the Carolina 10. That'll give the Falcons great field position as they look to retake the lead in this one. Ryan then comes out on 1st and goal, hands the ball off to Gurley, and he picks up about 4 on the play to bring up 2nd down. So far this season, the Falcons would normally take a shot right about here, as Ryan snaps it from the gun out of a 3-receiver set, drops back, looking for the end zone, finds Julio Jones for the touchdown. The last time we saw the Falcons defense, they were given a pretty short field to defend, so it'll be interesting to see how things turn out this time around. As we pick up this Panthers drive on 2nd and 10, the Falcons dial up the blitz, and down goes Bridgewater, bringing up sack number 2 for Deion Jones, and I believe that's 4 sacks for the day on the defense. But that backs up Carolina to a 3rd and 16 as Bridgewater snaps it, scrambles to buy time, and throws it the last second, but there is a flag on the play. That's going to be a pass interference called on Deion Buchanan, and that'll give Carolina a 1st down. So with the new set of downs for the Panthers, McCaffrey takes the sweep off the right side, breaks out of a tackle, but gets brought down after a 4-yard pickup. The next play, they call his number again, and this time he'll pick up the 1st down and a couple extra. The Panthers then line up with an extra tight end, take the snap, and hand the ball to McCaffrey off the right side, and he's tackled by Deion Jones after a gain of 5. The Falcons defense is stacking the box. Bridgewater snaps it, fires quick, and is picked off by A.J. Terrell. The rookie wideout from Clemson steps right in front of Robbie Anderson for his first NFL interception. Hopefully that's a sign of things to come, because that was a really nice play. Now, after the interception, the Falcons look to take advantage of the field position by handing the ball off to Gurley on 1st and 10. After a 2-yard pickup, Ryan comes out in the gun, takes a snap, drifts back, and hits Julio Jones across the middle, but wait, there is a flag on the play. They're going to get Atlanta for holding, so this one is coming back. The Falcons are now facing a 2nd and long with Ryan in the gun. Carolina blitzes. Matt Ryan throws it up downfield and is caught by Hayden Hurst. What a play. He probably got away with a bit of an OPI there, but it wasn't called by the refs. And now the Falcons have it at the Panthers 26. Ryan then comes out with the handoff to Gurley, and he goes nowhere on the play. That brings up 2nd and 10. Ryan out of a 3-receiver set, snaps it from center, 5-step drop, but gets hit as he throws, and the ball falls incomplete, and that'll bring up 3rd and long. The Falcons line up Julio in the slot. Ryan takes a snap from the gun, fires a pass looking for the end zone, and is caught by Julio Jones. The Panthers, with a clear breakdown in coverage, let Julio Jones release free off the line of scrimmage, and he ran right by Trey Boston to make the play. That was just a nice connection from Ryan to Jones. But back on defense now as the Panthers really need to respond because this one is kind of getting away from him. They hand it off to McCaffrey, and look at that huge running lane for him. He'll take it all the way down to the Atlanta 40. Bridgewater now out of an empty set, fires and hits Davis on the slant, and that'll move Carolina up to the 34. 2nd and 4 now. Bridgewater snaps it from the gun, hits McCaffrey in the flat, and he runs out of bounds, but not before picking up the first down. Next play, 1st and 10, Bridgewater calm in the pocket, delivers a pass that's caught by his tight end. It kind of looks like he drops it, but the refs are calling it complete. 2nd and 4, Carolina. Bridgewater snaps it under center, drops back trying to find a receiver to get open, and delivers a beautiful pass that's caught near the sidelines, and that's going to set up 1st and goal for Carolina. But wait a minute, is his last name really Manhurts? That's got to be the greatest football name ever. But anyways, Atlanta's backs are against the wall here on 1st and goal as Bridgewater, looking for the touchdown, completes a pass, but the receiver was out of bounds. That brings up 2nd and goal. This time though, Bridgewater is able to connect with DJ Moore for an easy touchdown. We've got a bit of a ball game here as the first half winds to a close. Now taking a look at the halftime scores, just one in particular really. If you remember back to last week during halftime, I mentioned that the Bucks might be frauds because I think they only put up 6 points or something like that. Well, they must have heard me through osmosis or some way because they came back and beat the brakes off of the Bears 34-19. I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on them because we're going to see them later in the season. But back to the situation at hand as McCaffrey goes pretty much nowhere on the play, only picks up 2 yards. Bridgewater makes a check at the line, takes the snap from the gun. The Falcons send pressure, but Bridgewater dumps it off to McCaffrey, who makes the grab for a short pickup. 3rd and 4 now. Out of a clean pocket, Bridgewater finds McCaffrey near the sideline, but the catch is made out of bounds, and that'll be a 3 and out for the Panthers. Ito Smith then gets the 1st and 10 handoff from Ryan. He only gains a yard, but he's definitely going to see more work due to the early injury to Todd Gurley. But on 2nd and 9 here, Ryan motions Hurst across the formation. He could be changing the play here. Ryan takes the snap from center, drops back, looking to take a shot deep downfield. He's got a man, and Hayden Hurst comes down with the catch. These two are really playing backyard pitch and catch with the Panthers defense because Ryan has only thrown 2 incompletions all game. As he comes out here on 1st and 10, Ryan finds Hurst open across the middle again, and he's going to move the chains to set up 1st and goal. Next play, Gurley gets the handoff, looking for running room up the middle, but instead runs into the Carolina defense. That brings up 2nd and goal. The Falcons come out in a 4-wide bunch look. Ryan snaps it from the gun and tries to sneak a pass over to Gurley, but fortunately it was knocked down incomplete. It could have been picked off, and that brings up 3rd and goal. Ryan then lines up in the gun with trips left, takes the snap, tries to buy time for a receiver to get open, and finds Hayden Hurst wide open for the touchdown. And with that, some of the Carolina faithful that traveled to watch this game have already started heading toward the exits. I guess they want to get a head start on the 95. But back to the Panthers drive as McCaffrey gets tackled for a loss of 4. Deion Buchanan was there for the tackle. Next play, 2nd and 14. Bridgewater hands the ball off to McCaffrey, and he's going to pick up maybe 5 of those yards right back. 3rd and 8 now. Bridgewater out of the gun, hands it to McCaffrey up the middle, and this guy is like a human joystick when he has the ball. It's really hard to tackle him, and he's just about at the 100-yard mark for the day. That'll bring up 1st and 10 from the 40. Bridgewater finds Moore across the middle, and after a 6-yard pickup, Deion Jones is there to make the tackle. Atlanta's now playing the pass as Bridgewater snaps it from the gun and tries to scramble, but at the last second decides to throw it, and I don't know what that was. The caption said he was trying to throw out of a sack, but clearly there was no one sacking him on the play. That was just a misfire there by Bridgewater. But he does complete the 3rd down pass to his tight end, and that'll be good enough to pick up the 1st down, and that'll move Carolina up to the Atlanta 48. Next play on 1st and 10 out of the pistol. McCaffrey gets the handoff and runs right into Deion Jones, who came in screaming to make the play behind the line. Bridgewater then takes the snap out of an empty set on 2nd and long, firing across the middle of the field, completes the pass to Anderson, and that'll be a gain of 8 yards to set up 3rd and short. Bridgewater now, after the hard count, takes the snap under center. With the pocket collapsing, it forces him to scramble, and he throws a crossbody pass that's caught by Anderson for the 1st down. The Panthers could be finding some momentum here on this drive as Bridgewater hands it off to McCaffrey off the right side and goes nowhere on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down from the 26. Bridgewater snaps it from center, calm in the pocket, delivers a pass that's caught by Anderson near the sidelines, leaving Carolina with a 3rd and short. Bridgewater then snaps it from the gun with nice protection up front, scrambles, then pulls it down to run and gets tackled by Deion Jones after picking up the 1st. And Marlon Davidson is down. Apparently he has a shoulder injury. You can see him on the sideline there trying to work out the kinks. And we're being told that his return to action is listed as probable. So in comes Tyler Davison to replace Marlon on his first down play here, which now leads to 2nd and 7. Bridgewater from the pocket steps up and delivers a pass underneath that's caught by McCaffrey, and he's going to be stood up at the 4. Next play on 3rd and inches. Bridgewater sends a man in motion, comes out in the shotgun, takes the snap, and fires quick into the end zone, and the pass is dropped by DJ Moore. The Panthers have got to be kicking themselves after that, because a touchdown there would have made it a one-possession game. But since they settled for a field goal, they've got a lot of work left to do in the 4th quarter. As Matt Ryan and the Falcons offense come out to start their first drive of the 4th, Ryan lines up under center, takes the snap, hands it to Ito Smith up the middle, and he'll be tackled by Short after a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 now. Gurley checks back in, gets the handoff from Ryan, and he'll be brought down at the Atlanta 47. Out of the gun now, Ryan snaps it on 3rd and 4 and unloads a quick pass to Julio Jones, who makes the grab for the first down. And another Atlanta injury happens on the play. This time it's the rookie center Matt Hennessy. Now, I've had Hennessy starting at left guard since about week 2, and he's been rock solid ever since. Unfortunately, Hennessy is going to miss some time because he ended up tearing his labrum on that play, so someone's going to have to step up to pick up the slack. Getting back to the drive here as Smith goes pretty much nowhere on the play. He gets another carry on 2nd and 8 and gets tackled after a short gain, which brings up 3rd and long from the 25. Ryan then snaps it from the gun, dumps it to Gurley in the screen. He races toward the sideline, but gets brought down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. So the Carolina defense holds and forces Atlanta to try a field goal. The kick is up and good, and the Falcons now lead 31-17. The game has all but slipped away here for Carolina as Bridgewater snaps it from the gun and fires a dart across the middle of the field that's caught by McCaffrey, and that'll set up 1st and 10 from the 39. Out of an empty 5-wide set now, Bridgewater snaps it, scrambles outside of the pocket to extend the play, throws in the coverage, and is picked off by Ricardo Allen. Talk about being in the right place at the right time. Allen was just standing right there waiting for the pass to come in, and Bridgewater threw it right to him. The Atlanta offense now takes the field once again, and check out the day that Matt Ryan is having. If you thought he wouldn't be ready for this division matchup, you thought wrong, because he's been putting on an absolute clinic today. Now, after the handoff to Gurley, the Falcons now have a 2nd and 5 at the 35. Ryan snaps it from center, 5-step drop, and hits Calvin Ridley near the sideline, and that completion will put Ryan up over the 300-yard mark for the game. The Falcons then come out and hand the ball off to Gurley for a short gain on 1st and 10, which brings up 2nd and 8 now. Ryan snaps it under center, going back to the pass attack. Ryan hits Calvin Ridley on the comeback route, and that's going to move the Falcons up to the 9 for 1st and goal. The offense is now chewing a little clock here as Ryan snaps it under center, hands it to Gurley up the middle, and he gets brought down after a gain of 4. Ryan then snaps it under center, same formation, hands it off to Todd Gurley up the middle, and this time he walks in for a touchdown. And things have officially gotten out of hand here in Atlanta as the Falcons lead 37-17 with a little over 4 minutes left in the game. Bridgewater sees something in the Falcons defense and decides to change the play, sending Samuel in motion. Bridgewater then takes the snap out of the gun, trying to set up the screen, but down goes Bridgewater. Marlon Davison checks back in from his earlier injury to get a sack on Bridgewater here late in the 4th. That forces the Panthers to a 2nd and 17. Bridgewater takes the snap from center, scrambles outside the pocket, and throws it up for grabs, and is picked off by Keanu Neal. And that should just about do it as Neal looks to return this and gets tripped up at the 33. The pick by Keanu Neal is going to put this game in the books. And the Falcons are going to walk away with a 37-17 dominating victory over the Carolina Panthers. And all I can say is that it feels good not having to line up for an onside kick at the end of a game. But anyways, you guys, that's all the time I've got for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. But until next time, have faith, be humble, and stay inspired.